Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea if you're new here. If you're not new, I appreciate you. See what happens when you're not new? When you're a returning subscriber, you get just a little bit more attention. Do you feel special? You should. You look great today. Please subscribe, comment for the algorithm. The algorithm gods love when you comment. That pushes out my videos more. That really helps me and I appreciate it so much. Before we get into this video, I thought that I should let you know that me and my friends at Bellessa are doing a giveaway. Bellessa is a by women company for all things sexuality. And when I say by women, I don't mean by women. I mean created by women. Mostly all of y'all know that I am a very sex positive gal over here. And I think that we need to normalize that. We need to talk about it. I mean, not like, let's not get crazy, but don't be ashamed. Have fun, do what you do, and love yourself. And that's why I truly do love Bellessa's mission to empower everyone to embrace and explore, and most of all, celebrate their sexuality. Because why not? Get it together. Now let's go over just a few of my favorite toys from them, shall we? Now here we have the Thump, which is a powerful 3-in-1 toy that does it all. Vibrates, suctions, and what do you know? It thumps while fitting seamlessly into your hand, concealed in a very discreet charging case. And then we have the Pebble. I feel like these are all the rage lately. The suction and vibration are controlled independently, ergonomically built to fit perfectly in your hand, no cramps over here, and no annoying pattern modes, because who even uses those? And what do you know? Comes in a perfectly cute little case. And yes, all of these are silicone and waterproof, and same goes for the demi wand as well. Works for all body types because let's be honest, orgasms are for everyone. They should be for everyone. It's whisper quiet, compact, discreet. Again, the cute little case. No one needs to open up your drawer and just see a wand laying there, okay? We don't want to shock the cleaning lady or a nosy mother-in-law. 100% waterproof, USB chargeable, has a flexible neck that allows you to get every little angle. And again, no annoying pattern modes because who even uses those? Now you might be thinking, Chelsea, that's cool and all, but go ahead and get to the giveaway. We want the goods. Calm down, I know I'm getting to it. So as I said, Bellessa and I are doing a giveaway together. I feel like this is perfect for my spicy channel. So all you have to do is go to the link below. It'll be on the screen right now, but it'll be in my description box as well. And everyone who signs up through that link is getting a free toy or a free gift card for a toy. So I would just like to say thank you very much again, Bellessa, for not only sponsoring my videos, supporting my channel, but then also to y'all as well for supporting my sponsors and continuing to. It really does help me. So I wanted to be able to give back to you. So go ahead and do yourself a favor, girl. Stay spicy, as we say on this channel, but go ahead and go to the link in my description box. Again, it'll be on the screen right now, but click that link and you will be getting a free toy or a free gift card for a toy. So thank you again, Bellessa, for sponsoring this video and doing a giveaway with me. And let's go ahead and get into this video. But today we have a fun video. We're going a little bit back to our roots today, shall I say. And I had a video sent to me, just a darling Monat girl who wants us to know that Monat isn't a scam. So I used to do this all the time, go over, I mean, it's probably only been like 2 or 3 months that I haven't done one of these, but I used to go over the like IGTV videos that these gals, these boys, these gentle they and thems used to put on Instagram, and they're still doing it, where they would overcome certain objections within their sales pitch. So the products are overpriced, you know, these lawsuits, it's a pyramid scheme, blah, 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 right? Now, one of my favorite ones for them to overcome is that it's not a scam, because if you have to, like, if that's an objection that you gotta overcome in regards to your sales pitch, probably is a scam, and especially if that's something that you're having to combat constantly. The fact that that itself is many times not seen as a red flag, it's just seen as like, oh, my haters are coming for me, or these people just don't understand cognitive dissonance that many of these people are experiencing and unfortunately not catching on to. So I think this is like an 8-minute video, but we're going to go over this just poor beautiful girl. The title is Ponzi Schemes, Pyramid Schemes, and Why Monat is Neither of Those. Well, I can't wait to debunk this. Also, just a quick little disclaimer. I don't know this person. Please do not go after them. This is not me bashing them. Obviously, I'm not saying anything like about them personally, clearly. This is about what they're saying, their argument. If there's one video out here like this from someone in a multi-level marketing company, from a scam company online, there's a billion others. So just keep that in mind. She's purely just an example, and it's just her unlucky day. Or maybe her lucky day. Maybe I'll be able to talk some sense into her. Who knows?
Hey guys, what's up? So I am making this quick video to address an issue that we come across a lot. Anyone in an MLM company will know what I'm talking about, and that is everybody assuming that what you do is a scam. First of all, I'm a good person. If I was involved in a scam, I would not be spreading the word about it. But I wanted to kind of explain the difference, you guys, between my company, a Ponzi scheme, and a pyramid scheme. So basically a Ponzi scheme is something that you invest in. You give your money to investors and they're supposed to give it, whether it's in other businesses, you know, in stocks, in real estate, whatever it may be. And they're supposed to invest your money, you're supposed to get your payment back, etc. What happens in Ponzi schemes is you give the investors your money. They don't actually...
Interesting. And as you guessed it, yes, we're taking notes. How cute. How cute is this? I got 2 of these because I thought they were so cute. I'm a good person. If I was involved in a scam, I wouldn't be spreading the word about it. You being a good person and you being involved in a scam aren't necessarily, related at all. Or rather, you being a bad person and you being involved in a scam. I mean, not everyone who's involved in the scam knows that it's a scam, 1. And then 2 is, you know, someone who is perpetuating it and again knows that it's a scam. You can be scammed yourself to, you know, being into it. And in my opinion, clearly what is happening here. But yeah, that's the first argument there. It's a non-argument, unfortunately. So hopefully her arguments get better.
You guys, between my company, a Ponzi scheme, and a pyramid scheme. So basically a Ponzi scheme is something that you invest in. You give your money to investors and they're supposed to give it, whether it's in other businesses, you know, in stocks, in real estate, whatever it may be. And they're supposed to invest your money, you're supposed to get your payment back, etc. What happens in Ponzi schemes is you give the investors your money, they don't actually ever invest it. They end up paying out previous investors with what you give them, and so on and so forth. And you would get paid out with later investors that come in. Your money is never actually being invested. And so this only works if more people are coming in than cashing out. And it is very illegal, and that is a type of scheme that's pretty common. The next one is the one that I do hear most when I'm talking about money. And that...
So her explanation of a Ponzi scheme, I'm actually pleasantly surprised, is, I mean, it was a good, simple explanation. So I can kind of hear hints of when she's like, and that's illegal. Yes, illegal things still happen. Upsets me when I see people who are going on Instagram, who are going on social media in general, and just feel like they have to go to bat for the company that they work for. And they don't need to do that. Like, imagine if you did that for the company that you work for, or if I did that for YouTube. Like, it's not my job to explain that YouTube isn't a scam. That would be YouTube's job. Like, I just use the platform and, you know, get a 1099 from them. So it's just unfortunate that these people, like, they feel like that just goes all on their shoulders and that they have to defend the company so much. But again, that's what happens, you know, with cults. And so there's this loyalty of, oh, I have to defend this so that I can maybe repair the reputation of it so that I can maybe thrive in this business. And so they're doing whatever they can to protect the reputation of the company and defend that. However, if it was reversed, the company would just cancel your contract and they don't care about you. So please do keep that in mind.
I do hear most when I'm talking about money, and that is a pyramid scheme. I cannot stress enough that I do not work for a pyramid scheme. I would never, ever, ever try to get anybody to hop on board with one. So I'm just going to go down some of the differences and address them so that you guys can understand why my company is not that and why you should avoid companies that are. So the first thing to address is the initial investment. Pyramid schemes are going to ask you to spend typically a very large sum of money that you get either not your money's back worth or nothing back for, and able to start selling. Now at this point, I know a lot of you are like, hold on, Amy, you make me buy a starter kit to start with money, right? So here's the important distinction between the two. With money, you purchase a starter kit. Let's just say you go with a small one that's $199, okay? You spend $199 and you get back $400 worth of product. So we are not requiring you to buy a place in the company. We are requiring you to purchase product, which, by the way, you're getting half off. So it's not buying a place, it's not investing money, it's literally buying some product before selling them. That's what's required to start.
Now, I don't know how that sounded to you, but from what I just heard her say, it sounds like just a clear and blatant loophole. And with many multi-level marketing companies, let me make this very, very clear, they have checked all the boxes and checked all the loopholes that have that distinction of like, oh, we're not a pyramid scheme because of this, this, this. But then later down the line, they are shut down or forced to restructure the company as a whole because they are fined for operating as a pyramid scheme. A great example of that is Vema, Herbalife as well, in my verbiage of talking about multi-level marketing companies. Instead of saying like it's a pyramid scheme, I've really just been saying it's a scam and it's an unethical business practice, because a lot of times when you say like it's a pyramid scheme, they'll be like, well, no, it's not because this, and I could say all day long and give them hard facts and examples of these certain companies have had to restructure and have had to do all these things or have been shut down for being pyramid schemes, even though they were operating as MLMs, when in reality they were operating as pyramid schemes. So I've been trying to just stick with the unethical scam because that's what it is, in my opinion. But obviously there's facts to back that up.
It's a pretty reasonable thing to ask that you use the product or that you see it or that you have it before selling it. And it also comes with a million samples and marketing material and things like that. And you don't have to use it for yourself.
It also comes with a million samples of marketing material. Yeah, it comes with marketing material. It doesn't come with a million samples. It's not crazy to ask someone to try the products before you sell them. But typically in any type of sales position, you are given the products if they need you to actually try them to sell them. A lot of places don't require that. Meaning like you're a salesperson for the company, not being an affiliate. Obviously there's a difference. But in regards to being an affiliate, and that's what I am for a good amount of brands and my sponsorships and things like that, and places I have affiliate links to, I'm not buying those products. They are sent to me.
Things like that. And you don't have to use it for yourself. You can sell that product if you want to. You don't even have to use it. So that's an important distinction there, is you're getting more than your money's worth with money. And with a pyramid scheme, you wouldn't be.
No, you're not getting more than your money's worth because Monat is so overpriced, and it really is just so overpriced and mediocre. The value of the products and the products themselves have nothing to do with the fact if it's a pyramid scheme or not. And that's the main thing I always hear is, no, we sell products. Do you? Or is it mainly about recruiting? Let's look at the comp plan.
Another really important thing is the focus on recruitment of pyramid schemes. So pyramid schemes, they work on building your team over and over and over and over and over, right? And you want to recruit and you want your team to recruit and you want them to recruit, and that pushes you up on the pyramid. In Monat, it is a multi-level marketing company, which, by the way, every company is, because you have like the basic employee level, you have management, you have regional management, you have CEO, right? Everything is multi-level, whether...
Again, this has nothing to do with her. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What she just did, she said every company is multi-level, so therefore every company is a multi-level marketing company. The shape of the organizational chart, the chain of command, a company having a chain of command, does not mean that it's a multi-level marketing company, because that is not the definition of a multi-level marketing company. Yikes. Under the umbrella of direct sales, there's single level marketing, or rather under the umbrella of direct sales and network marketing, there's two little like sub legs or genres, whatever. So there's single level marketing, which is you're just getting a commission to sell a product, and you're not technically like a W-2 of that employee. You're a 1099 for that employee, and you're getting a commission to exclusively sell that product. Now, that obviously is different than like being a salesperson for the company, because there's, being a contract 1099 and then being W-2, obviously it's very different. But then there's the single level, selling the product, multi-level, selling and recruiting. Okay. That is the reason why it's called multi-level marketing, because you are marketing, guess what? On two levels, because you are selling a product, but more so recruiting people to also sell the product and recruit people. So that's why it's called that. Not because there's a chain of command within the organizational chart of the company.
An office job. There's levels to every job. So don't let the term multi-level freak you out. Sorry, I got off track. So with recruitment, Monat does have recruitment. We do encourage it. We do like to grow our teams. It's not required, and it's not our main focus. Our main focus is product consumption and product use. Literally
for it to be like not considered, this is me loosely explaining it, this is not a fact, this is just my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, for it to be considered not a pyramid scheme, I believe it was like, I can't remember the figure, but it was like 70-ish% or something of the sales with the company had to come from like retail customers. And Monat has said over and over again that that is the truth. But one thing that is not looked into too much is when reps themselves allegedly create fake accounts to order their own products from, to then be able to have it, one, look like it's from a retail customer, but then two, to make it look like it's their personal sales goal being met instead of the sales coming from themselves and their own consumption and their own orders. I've seen multiple examples of that happening. It has been confirmed to me by people who are currently in Monat and who have been in Monat. Of course, that's just anecdotal evidence, but please just keep that in mind.
Literally the very highest level that this company has, which is a senior executive director, they get paid $107,000 per month. Like, they are up there, you guys. They are required to only have 4 people selling below them. 4. So that is obviously not our main concern. It is something, but it is not something, it's not the focus of the...
And how many of those SEDs actually only have 4 people directly below them? And just because you have 4 people directly below you, how many people are below them and below them and below them? So actually what she just said is not necessarily false. Like, she just omitted a lot of information, because that's not the only requirement. You don't only have to have 4 people below you. 4 people directly below you, 4 direct downlines, okay, 4 legs. But the requirement to get to SED, you have to have below that a certain amount of people at the next level, and then a certain amount of people at the next level, and the next level, and the next level. If I can find it, I'll include it. But I'm pretty positive that I do have the little like diagram of like exactly what you need to get to SED. And it's like 4 people at this level, the next one, like 7 people at this one, and so on and so forth, and like this many VIPs under this many people. So I'll try to find that one, but it's like, it's clear. It is recruitment based for you to get to any position.
It's not the focus of the company, and that's a really important distinction. The other thing with that is when it comes to recruitment, and that's what made me think of this, is the ability to rank above an upline. So in a pyramid scheme, right, everybody thinks of this triangle, right? And you are in your triangle and you have your downlines and they have their downlines, and everybody when they start is the start, like the little tip of their own triangle. Well, in Monat, let's just hypothetically put us in a triangle. Okay, so there's 1 person here, 2 here, and 3 here. Can you kind of picture my triangle? So let's just say I'm on the very bottom level. I have my uplines, I have their upline, whatever. Now, this is a real life situation. I do outrank my upline and have lots of friends who outrank their up. If I have a person above me right here and I outrank them, that puts me up here where there was 1 person. So now we're taking me, we're skipping level 2 and we're going to level 1. So now there are 2 at level 1, there's still 2 on level 2, and now there's only 2 on level 3. Well, guess what? 2, 2, and 2 is not a triangle. That's a rectangle. It's not a pyramid scheme. So
again, the shape of your downline or the shape of your organizational chart does not determine whether the company you work for is a pyramid scheme. Sure, if your upline isn't meeting all of their requirements and they aren't ranking up as well, then yeah, you could be at the same level as them or outrank them. However, they're still going to be making money off of you and your downline because you were recruited by them. You being able to outrank someone and move up in the pyramid isn't a determining factor whether it is a pyramid scheme or not. What are you doing to be able to make that happen? Recruiting more people.
So there is that distinction. Ranking above someone is very, very normal in this company because you get out of it what you put in. So for example, if the person that signed you on is someone that kind of uses it as a side job or a hobby or whatever it may be, and to you it's your main focus and your main source of income and you're pushing really hard, it's very likely that you're going to rank above them. And I mean, that's normal. If you...
Okay, so before we get into the next lie that she's about to tell, you spending time, because that's what she just said, if you spend more time at a job, then you're more likely to get promoted. That's not necessarily true at all. Success in a multi-level marketing company has nothing to do with time. It has everything to do with how many people you recruit.
This I want to stress so hard is that we have no requirements and no selling requirements. This is what in pyramid schemes are going to get you. My sister worked a pyramid scheme before.
You have a monthly personal volume requirement. I don't know why they lie about this. That makes no sense. You can see it clear as day on the commission plan. Get the receipts and we'll put it on the screen because it's just so ridiculous that they say that. And it doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you even say that when you were just talking about how your focus is sales, but then you're saying, oh, well, we don't have any sales requirements. Well, then why are you in the company? Aren't you there to sell the products? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't name the company, but she was required to sell at least $300 worth of product per month and able to remain an active seller. If she didn't sell $300 worth, which when she started she didn't because she didn't have a customer base established, she would have to pay the rest out of pocket so that she could still order that amount of product, and she ended up paying more and losing more money than she was bringing in. That is literally textbook description of a pyramid scheme. In Monat, you cannot lose money. You cannot lose money because we do not require you to spend any money. Like, I cannot stress this enough, you guys. We have zero.
So now she's kind of going back on like a different thing. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not the argument that you were just saying. So what are you talking about? Even for market partner, for the very entry rank, for you to be able to get your commission, you have to sell to, it's not necessarily $200, but it's 200 PV, which the PV amount, like the $200 usually is like more than that. The next rank is 300. The next one's 400. Next one's 500. The one after that's 500. It's like the rest of them are 500. So yes, you have a personal volume goal. If you lost money in Monat, please comment down below.
You guys, we have zero selling requirements. That means if you sign up with team now and you don't sell anything till March, and then in March you're like, let's kick it into high gear and sell some stuff, you can. Nothing is standing in your way. Nobody's gonna fire you. It's literally your own pace. I do obviously encourage my team to be making sales and to be growing, but if you don't want to, like, that's on you. Our company does not have requirements, so we cannot take money from you. The only money that we require you to spend is that initial.
Our company doesn't have sales requirements, so they can't take money from you. What are you talking about? Why would they take money from you each month? That doesn't make sense. I would hope they wouldn't steal money from you. Like, girl, who are you? And are you okay? Because I don't think you are.
Starter kit. And we're not even asking you to spend money. You're buying a product pack and you're getting twice your money's worth in products. So that's the most important distinction right there, is the no selling requirements. Pyramid schemes have a lot of those. They will end up making you spend more than you're earning. You'll be putting out more than you're bringing in. Is the biggest thing with pyramids, is more of your money is going than coming.
That's the biggest thing with pyramid schemes. No, it's not. The biggest thing with the pyramid scheme is recruiting other people and being recruitment based.
Coming in ours, it's kind of impossible because we don't require you to have any money going. So if you're outgoing zero and incoming zero, you're still not losing money. If you're outgoing zero and incoming even $1,
if you're outgoing zero and incoming zero, you're still not losing money, but you are, because that initial sign-up fee. So still, you haven't made any money back. So yes, you have still not made money. Like, what? Girl, you don't know how math works.
I don't know. I never counted. I am not really a math guy.
Outgoing zero and incoming even $1, you're on the green side. You're on.
No, you're not. Even if you make $1, no, you're not. I hope this girl doesn't do her own bookkeeping, because I'm sure it's awful.
On the positive side. So those are more of the differences, I guess, between the two. I don't even like to say MLM because it freaks people out. I say I work for a direct sales company, and that seems to go better. And I understand the skepticism because I was a skeptic. I didn't think that network marketing could ever be a good thing until I got educated on this company, and we pay out 5% higher than any other MLM, you guys, and we're $1 billion company. So to talk a little bit about the perks, just really, really quick, this is going longer than I planned. When you start, you buy a starter kit, right? You get twice your money worth of product, and then you have 30% off access to flash sales. You have amazing team trainings, all of these things. You have the opportunity to earn a car, which I have friends who just did. Like, it's achievable. You have an opportunity to get a share in the company. This is $1 billion.
You have the opportunity, the slim opportunity, to earn a bonus, a motor club bonus, to put towards a car that is in your name. The lease and loan is in your name, And sometimes people need others to co-sign for that, which would put other people in a not great position. So they act like it's like a company car. They act like it's like, yeah, the company's giving you this car. They're buying you this car. It's fully paid for. No, it's not fully paid for. Unless the company is writing a check for the full amount of that car and you don't have a loan or any payments or anything like that, then no, it's not fully paid for. So please stop saying that.
You have an opportunity to get a share in the company. This is $1 billion company, and the shares are paid out quarterly. And next year, the shares are estimated to be at $5,000 a piece, which means
that is so false. Oh my God, I cannot believe she just said that. Wow. You do not get a share of the company. You don't get a piece of stock. You don't get a chunk of it. You don't get that. What you get, we've talked about this many times before, but the founder's shares is every quarter, if Monat hits their quarterly sales goal for said quarter, then a certain amount or a certain percentage of that profit goes into a little bank, so to speak, a little pool. And depending on how long you've been with the company, depending on how many founder shares you have, you then get a percentage of like 1% of the profits from like that pool or something like that. It's not a share of the profits of like the company. Like that's not how that works. It's a percentage of a percentage of a percentage. And she's acting like, yeah, you can get an extra $5,000. No, we've looked at that before. I have the information for that. I'm not trying to get sued by Monat, so I'm not going to show that. But it has been shared by many other people as well. The only people who are getting like $22,000 per quarter from that founder share are the top, I think it's like 6 or 8 or whatever, or top 10 people, meaning like the original, like the OG people. So those people, yeah, they're getting a fudge ton of money.
Which means you would get $5,000 every 3 months for the rest of your life. Even if you stop working, you get $5,000 every.
No, absolutely not. Girl, throw your phone out the window because you are lying. Even if you stop working, you get $5,000 for the rest of. No, if Monat doesn't hit that sales goal, you don't get that. Also, that's not where the founder's shares start. So that's false. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. If you stop working for the company, you don't get those benefits anymore. They don't pay you anymore. That's not what happens. Like, oh my God, lying so much. Oh, I've missed this. I have missed this so much.
Every 3 months for the rest of your life. Really big deal. Like I said, there's free trips. I've almost qualified for a free trip to Vegas in April, so they'll pay for my flight.
I almost qualified. But it's a free trip, so why didn't you get it? Oh, because it's not free. Because 1, it's reported on your taxes as income. But then 2, and so you have to pay taxes on it. But then 2, you have to sell a certain amount of products and hit a certain rank by a certain time and meet those qualifications. Also, it's not 100% free.
Free trips. I've almost qualified for a free trip to Vegas in April, so they'll pay for my flight, they'll pay for my hotel. Right now in Cancun, completely sounds too good to be true, because when I was on the outside of the company looking in, I thought the same thing. And I was like, you guys are crazy, you signed up with this, like, that's some crazy scam, you know, it's not gonna work. But it does. And here I am. If I hit my goal by the end of this month, I'm in the top 3% of the company. Like that's not a scam. I put in the work and I got there. I'm seeing.
So it's not a scam because if you get to a certain point, you're at the top 3% of the company. Guess what? Almost everyone is at the top 3% of Monat. That's me being facetious, obviously. But anyone who makes it past like the first 2 ranks is technically within like the top 3% because about like 97 or 94, I can't remember the specific number, are at the bottom. So it's not that impressive.
Text, and I'm doing the job. So if any of you have any questions about that, you can either comment on it, message me, call me if you have my number. I just wanted to put out those distinctions because they're very important.
I just wanted to put out those distinctions because everything I just said is false. So yeah, thanks for watching. So I will have links to like the comp plan and some other information down below. I say that, hopefully I remember to do that. But as you can tell, this whole like, oh, it's not a pyramid scheme, it's not a scam, it's not a Ponzi scheme. Okay, it's not a Ponzi scheme, but something can still be a scam without technically and like on paper, without being a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. Like, it can still be a scam. And also, just because people are making money in the scam doesn't mean it's not a scam. It means the scam is working. It just makes me feel bad because, not makes me feel bad, but when I see these types of pitches that are just so wrong, instead of being like, oh, well, she's a liar, I go back to like, she has been lied to and she's just regurgitating that information because that's what she's been taught by her upline. And that's sad. That's unfortunate. And I hope she gets out. I hope that she, you know, sees the light and sees how many things, you know, that what she said is wrong. Girl, you're better than that. Seem like a sweet girl. Again, I don't know you. I don't need to. I don't care to. It's fine. I hope you can see that everything I showed you and everything, you know, arguments that I brought up, those are facts. And sure, maybe my opinion, a little bit of sass here and there, but your pitch was pretty awful. I debunked every single part of it. If the company that you are a distributor, a 1099 sales rep for isn't a scam, it should be able to stand up to my rebuttals and my scrutiny. And this video shows that it didn't. If you want to be in sales, go get a sales job. I promise you, you will make more. And then you can actually just, you know, afford to go on those trips yourself and you will feel a lot more fulfilled. And your income will be based on just your hard work, not your downline, not your team. Think of why you aren't hitting those goals. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing, but then your downline isn't? Isn't that frustrating? Oh my God, could you imagine? Please don't fall for this stuff. Always ask questions, ask a lot of questions. And if their pitch can't, you know, rival or stand up to scrutiny and to your questions, you don't need to say yes. No is a full sentence. You are better than that. You don't deserve to get scammed. Stay assertive. Keep up those boundaries. Just say no. Stay spicy. Know how valuable you are. Your feelings are valid. Your argument might not be valid, but your feelings are. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please do subscribe. Thank you for over 100,000 subscribers. I know I keep saying that, but I'm still so excited about it. So we hit 100,000 subscribers yesterday on the 15th of February. And already we have like almost 400 like subscribers since then, which is pretty crazy. Also, tomorrow, the 17th of February, is my 2-year anniversary of doing YouTube full time, which is crazy. And then September 16th, I believe it is, will be my 7 years doing YouTube. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Goodbye.